Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Simfphys car. Now I'm going to be showing you the basics, how it works and everything. So let's get started. Alright, first of all you have to install this file. This will be linked in the description. You have to download it. Once you download it, open the games directory and go over to Garry's Mod add-ons, and then you have to put it right here. Once done that, you can launch Garry's Mod. Alright, now that we have loaded in Garry's Mod, go over to Vehicles, then to Simfphys, and then to Tutorial Cars. So here's the car that you're going to be using. This car does not have any lights. As you can see, I'm turning them on. There's no turn signals, nothing. No fog lights, absolutely nothing. The reason why is because I'm trying basically to let you guys learn stuff and like try and do it all by yourself. So yeah, I'm going to be using this car model, which is made by Red. This model is not made by me. The only thing that I did is add a skin here for fun and removed a lot of body groups. The reason why I removed a lot of body groups is because you need to add extra scripts in order to make the steering wheel and the handbrake, and also there's supposed to be damage. All this stuff need extra scripts, and I don't want to show it in this video because this video is about like basically showing you the basics of Simfphys instead. So yeah, right now I'm going to be showing you how everything works. Alright, open Garry's Mod's directory, go over to Garry's Mod, add-ons, then car tutorial. Basically this is the place where you place this file. Go over to Lua, Autorun, and then open this file. Let's minimize this. Alright. Here's everything you need to know. I'm going to be showing you each and every code here, and I'm going to be telling you what some of them do. Some of them are not really necessary to know about. Some you have to know about them. So let's start over here. The first one is the headlamp position. As you can see, those 4 lines, or 5 I should say, since there's this. Anyways, basically what this does is, let me show you in game. It's the light that is coming out. Here it is. This is basically the headlamp position where it is. If you want to be much closer to the car, you have to decrease it over here, and as you can see right now, wait, there we go. It's much closer. I can see here. It's much closer, while this one is much further. So yeah, you can mess around with that. I'm going to keep it 60. The rear lamp is basically the rear light here. When you brake, right now I'm just braking, but I'm also moving, accelerating I should say. As you can see here, the light is appearing. If you want, you can bring it much closer or much further. You can do whatever you want, basically. Now, over to turn signals. This is basically, well, the turn signals. In the file that you have downloaded, this line doesn't exist. You just copy this and paste it over here. That's it. Then you have headlight, headlamp, reverse light, fog light. I'm going to be showing you this stuff later on. Alright, here's the details and everything, more stuff. Here, as you can see, it's Simfphys lights. This is basically the name of the file for the lights, or not file, I should say, like the code for the lights. You can name it whatever you want. It's just once you name it, copy that part and paste it over to here. Those two have to be, must be the same. We go over to name. The name is, as it says, name. As you can see, it says tutorial car Clio. The same here. You can just change it to whatever name you want. Now, if you change the name, you have to load the game again, or else it will not load the name. And also, many changes that you do won't also load. So the model is basically the model name and everything. Class, basically the same. You don't have to touch that. Category is the category over here. It says tutorial cars. The same here. If yet again you have to, if you change it, you have to reload your game. Not your entire game. It's just you go over to start a new game. That's it. That's what you have to do. So let's go over to members. As you can see, this is the mass. The mass is basically the health and the amount of weight your car has. As you can see, let's go over to weapons, Simfphys, and vehicle repair tool. It's going to show me the health. As you can see, it has 1450 health. This is the amount the car has. If you want to increase it by 100. Once you increased it, it will be increased by 25 here. Now, if you increase it a lot, it's going to be very heavy. Let's increase it by 1000. As you can see, it has a lot of health, but the suspension has dropped a lot, and also it's going to be very slow. So make sure not to make it very heavy. Also, do not also make it light, because the wheels are gonna break. So try and make it normal. The kg, not kg, basically the size, or I should say mass or whatever. Anyways, air friction, keep it like that. Custom wheels, keep it like that. Custom wheel model is basically the wheel model name. Those are the positions. This is the angle. I keep it 90. Custom mass, keep it like that. Engine position. The engine position is where the smoke and flames are going to come out if the car is damaged. As you can see here, there's fire coming out. If you want, you can change it to much. Basically, we can just make it 80, and I think it's now going to be floating. There it is. Yeah, you can just mess around with it. I'm gonna put it back to 60 so it looks better. The seat offset is how our character, or player I should say, is sitting. As you can see, he's not really in a really good position. You can change that, and yeah. Moving on, we have all this stuff. You can keep those. Now the speedomax doesn't really matter. I don't really know what it does honestly, because I have applied it, and like as you can see, it's 130. From what I can tell, it's like the top speed, but like once I reach 130, it just still keeps going, and it keeps going much more. Model info. This is the color here. You can put whatever color you want. If you don't know how to do that, you can just select it from here. As you can see, it has like this 0 0. Well, what I do here is put 0 and 0. Save it, and as you can see, it's red. Now there's supposed to be here another line. It's called body group. You can remove it. You don't have to. I removed it by accident. So anyways, I'm blamed right now to just go back and change everything. Passenger seat is where your player is going to be sitting. As you can see, he's sitting right here. Exhaust position is where the exhaust is going to come out, smoke basically. And also I forgot to mention, if you want to have more passenger seats, just copy like this line and paste it over here, and yeah, you can just change it. Right now I don't want to have another one because there's not much space inside that car. The same for the exhaust. You can just do it like that. We're gonna keep it like that though, because like that car has like I think 2 exhausts. Yeah, it does have 2 exhausts. Alright, moving to suspension. The suspension, the height here are basically, you know, how much height your car has. So we're gonna make a comparison here. We're gonna make it much higher. We're gonna make it look ugly, and as you can see, the suspension is much higher compared to the other one. I'm gonna put it back to 8 though. The other stuff, keep it like that. I don't really know what they do, especially those two, but I know this one I think is how much your car is wobbling. I would prefer to keep the numbers the same like that. So yeah, those I believe is just, you know, tuning the steering. This is the turn speed, how much fast you want your car to steer. You might even make it oversteer if you have grip offset pretty low, I think, or pretty high, I should say, because it's minus. Max grip is basically how much grip your car is going to have. Efficiency is the acceleration. Grip offset is, well, as I said before, it has to do like with oversteer and understeer. If you put it to 1, I think it's going to be oversteering. But right now, yeah, there it is. As you can see, it's oversteering. If I put it to 6, it's going to be understeering a lot. Well, as you can see, it doesn't even oversteer at all. So, as normally it was 4. Yeah, you can just mess around with it. Just increase it by 3 if you just want to have more understeer. As you can see, it's 5. Let's put it where it was. Alright, the performance now. Also, yeah, the brake power is just braking. I believe you guys guessed that. Alright, the performance here is the idle RPM. I don't know what it does, but keep it like that. It doesn't really do anything from what I saw. Limit RPM is how much your car is going to be limited to the RPM. As you can see, I put it to 8,000. The same thing is here. It's 8. You can put it to 10,000, or you can put it even higher if you're stupid. As you can see, it has increased a lot, and yeah. I'm gonna put it back to 8,000. Rev limiter, keep it true. Peak torque is how much torque you, or I should say, how much your wheel is going to be spinning. If you increase that, like right now it's like 220. If like I'm trying right now to do what am I saying? Wheel spin actually. I'm trying to do a burnout here, and if I increase it like that, it's going to be it's going to be doing burnouts, and also it's going to be hard for you to drive because like it's going to be like spinning out and everything, and also it's going to be increasing your speed. Right. This one I don't really know what it does, but keep it like that. Power band end is the red line part. As you can see here, it's like that. If I increase it, it's going to be like this. If I decrease it, it's going to be like this. I would prefer to have it in 6,000, so it's much better. Alright, moving on, we have the turbo. Well, it's going to be putting a whistle. Let me show you. As you can hear, basically there's a turbo whistle there. And also if you let off, there's going to be the turbo blow off. The supercharger, the same thing, it's going to put different sound. Basically, you know, supercharger. And the supercharger, I think it increases your top speed, I think a bit more. Cause like, I remember like I was testing something and like it was doing much more like burnouts and everything, and whenever I disabled it, it didn't. A good example is with the Ford GT. I think as you can see, it does burnouts here. If I remove, it's going to not do much. So yeah, you can do a lot of stuff there. Backfire is basically the flames popping from the exhaust. Here, it's just this car currently doesn't really, it's like under the car, so I'm just showing it with my car. Power bias is basically rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, and front wheel drive. Right now it's on rear wheel drive. I can't even say it well. So a good example is to know if it is rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. So if you go burnout, as you can see here, If I put it to 0, now it's going to be all-wheel drive. This means that all the wheels are moving. As you can see, both are just moving. Now, if I want to make it front-wheel drive, I will put it to -1, and that's how it is. It's going to be at front. So I'm going to put it to 1, just 1. It's going to be rear, which I can't even say that word. Anyways, engine sound preset, you don't have to change it, but in game you can just change it, and it's basically like an engine swap kind of feature, but it's not so good. Like, yeah, as you can see, that's a really nice engine. I change it again. That's a different sound. Yeah, that's how it's working. But don't change it if you have like a different sound here using a custom sound. I don't know why there was a Russian code there, but it's probably leftovers, of course. This part is the sounds for the engine. As you could hear, the car has a pretty generic, simple engine sound. You can change it to whatever you want. I'm not going to be showing you how to do all this stuff, because all those stuff are just pretty basic, and you can just know those stuff by yourself. It's gonna take me forever to explain though, because I'm pretty bad at it. Anyways, horn is the horn sound. Backfire is the backfire sound. Blow off is when you have the turbo on, and when you let your car off, it will make a sound. Differential gear, I think that makes adjusts your top speed. With that, you can just if you just increase it, it's going to make you can just basically increase your top speed. And also you cannot do burnouts if you have a lot of torque and you have lowered your grip. So yeah, the gearing is basically how much gears there are gonna be in the car. All the other stuff are basic stuff. This is the icon spawn, which currently the car doesn't have, because I forgot about it, but who cares? Anyways, that's everything for you guys to learn to know how to basically everything about the car. Now let's move to working on to the car, basically working onto the lights, performance, and everything. Let's go. So I forgot to mention something and also add it into the Lua script here. I forgot to apply the brake light and the rear light. So you know, I just applied it. Now, if you wonder, it's going to be in the uh, download link, so don't worry. Anyways, so I forgot also to mention about the material here. This here is basically going to change the sprite texture, the way it shines basically. So let me show you the differences. So let's spawn the car and spawn. So as you can see, this one is this here. Well, this one is this. Now you can tell the difference between them. As you can see, this one is much softer, this one is much sharper. If you want, you can combine those two and it will look good. It depends on your choice, of course. But yeah, it looks pretty good. You can change those if you want. So because I always do it that way, where I put those two together, I'm gonna do it that way. So I'm gonna delete those lines because I'm going to also show you how to apply them to the proper location. So spawn the car, lift it up in the air, go to entities, and you need to install the no more guessing tool. What this will do is it will find the coordinates to where you place the tool, basically, or this prop here, whatever it is. So you need to touch the car. Now, as you can see, there's a white line here. This white line is aiming towards the car. Do not touch the wheel because it will just show the coordinates for the wheel. If you like, if it's like pointing, oops, if this white line is pointing towards the wheel, then it means it's targeting it. So right now we are good. Let's place it over here because we want to make the headlight. I'm gonna place it around here. There we go. Press E and you should get the results. As you can see, copy this line, paste it over here, copy this line, this whole line here, or just one if you don't want this to be there. Put minus here and put minus here. Save, and now the car should work. As you can see, it works. Now, if you want to resize the size of those, you can, as you can see, you have this line here, size. You can just, change it, and, you can change to whatever size you want. Anyways, that's how you do it. The same thing goes to each one. Of course, they also have their own color, except the fog light, the headlight, and the headlamp. They have both the same color. Also, brake light and rear light have different, and reverse light is just basically complete white. Of course, you can change those colors if you want, and if your car has like different like brake lights or fog lights or whatever, you can do a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's how you can do it. So we're gonna try and add it to the headlamp here. Touch the car again, place it in the proper location so it looks good. There we go. So press E again. Alright, we got this. We paste it over here, and I would like to resize this into 20, let's say. Maybe 20, just 20, yeah, 20 as I said. 30, and let's save. Alright, now it should be the way I want it. As you can see, this is how it is. Although, I forgot here. Just copy this part, paste it over here. Now, because I kinda didn't like it, I will just change it here. Quick save, alright. And there we go. We got the headlights done. Now, you can do the same thing with the other stuff. You can also do the same thing with the turn signals. Let me show you. We're gonna do the front here. Alright. You can put it whatever you want, it's just I would prefer it to be there. Alright. Copy this line. Paste it over here. Paste this also here. And because this is the right, put minus. Save, and let's check it out. So, do it like that. And as you can see, it's working. Let's do this on the other side. See? That's how simple it is. They're both working. Now, I'll now show you the exhaust part. So, we lift up again. We spawn this. Touch the car. Put it into the exhaust. And put it in a really nice location so it looks good. Right, there we go. We got the results here. Scroll down until you find exhaust position. Paste it over here and put minus over here. Alright, let's check it out. As you can see now, there's smoke coming out the exhaust. It works perfectly. And if you are not sure, you can just apply the backfire. And as you can see now, there's pops. It's Now, they're not completely in the middle, but it's okay because it's just me just showcasing how you can do it. You can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, that's a way to do it. Right now I want to fix the seat position in the passenger seat because as you can see, the position is not so really correct. He's not really sitting, my player is not sitting in the right position. So we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna go over to seat offset. We're gonna put this to 17 and let's change this and put this to 8. Now this will be the front, this will be left and right, and this will be up and down. You know, you can do, basically you can change those values. The same goes to the other ones. So as you can see, it is much better, although the height I think is too, actually it's fine. So it's just it needs to be more changed here, because it's not so perfect. We need it at least to be perfect. Right, let's check it out. I think I actually did a mistake. I should make it 415. Alright, there we go. So, this is how you can do it. Now we're gonna fix the passenger. We're gonna put 15, put the height much higher, and I guess we're gonna put it a bit more front. As you can see, it's okay, it's just we need to make it so it goes much more back, I guess. Alright, there we go. So, that's how you can do the seat part. As you can see, my character is sitting there. Oh, and I just crashed. Let's now move towards the performance. Moving on to the performance. There's not much to talk about it because I've already explained everything. Instead, I'm just going to tune this car to a drift car. We're gonna increase the max torque, and for the efficiency, we're gonna make it much faster. Here, the max traction, we're gonna decrease it because we want it to drift much more. We'll remove as much of grip as possible, so it's also a bit drivable. Of course, you can also change those settings in the Lua code. It's just I'm doing it here, and it is just much faster for me, but it will not save permanently. So yeah, as you can see, it's drifting pretty well. So yeah, you can just tune however you want the car. You can also do it the realistic way. It's just I didn't do it because it would take a lot of time. But anyways, that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you. If you didn't understand anything, you can join our Discord server, or you can comment down below, and I'll probably answer you. And yeah, see you in another video.